Hello everyone, myself Momin Mohammad Kes. So today we will discuss about different experiments of clinical trials. So first one is the experiment which was done by the King Nebuchadnezzar, who was a military who was a military leader who wants everyone in his freedom to be physically fit. So he performed two experiments. In first experiment, he ordered his peoples to eat bread and water and bread and wine. As after some time he observed that the people who eat bread and water are more fit than the people who eat bread and wine. Then he performed the second experiment in which he ordered all the peoples to eat legumes and water, and some peoples to eat meat and wine. Because of some peoples are vegetarian in his freedom, so they oppose the king. After the result, he observed sometimes he sees that the peoples who eat legumes and water are physically fit and well nourished than the people who eat meat and wine. So this is all about first experiment, that is King Nebuchadnezzar experiment. The second experiment was done by uh, James Lind. So James Lind, it is also he also known as father of modern clinical trials. He was a surgeon. He observed that the sailors, or we can say the shipmen who travels in the water, are suffering from Cervey disease. Cervey disease is the type of disease in which there is a deficiency of vitamin C, which leads them for bleeding gums, joint pains, and weak immunity. So he performed the experiment in which he has taken the 12 shipments and divided into six different groups, and to each one of them he had given different treatment. So first group he has given a quarts of cider a day. Then the second group he has given the 25 drops of elixir three times a day. Then in third group he gave the 2 spoon full of vinegar. Then in fourth group he gives the sea water. Then in fifth group he gives the citrus fruit, that are two oranges and one lemon. Then in sixth group he gave the purgative. After some times he observed that the four groups have no changes, and the two groups which have given cider and citrus fruit, that are oranges and lemon, are shows significant improvement. So he observed that the citrus fruits are citrus fruits gave significant improvement to survey diseases. Then this is all about the second experiment of clinical trial. Then third experiment of clinical trial is placebo, which is the second cornerstone. It is an idea of fake treatment which have the real effect. So in 1963, Dr. Austin has first conducted experiment by comparing the dummy remedy with already existing remedy, in which Dr. Flint treated the 13 patients suffering from rheumatism, that is inflammation of joints, in which he gave the first batch herbal herbal extract, and the second batch the placebo pills, that are sugar pills. And he concluded that there was no significant differences in result of both of them. Then fourth experiment is of pharmacopoeia, US pharmacopoeia. It was established in 1820. US pharmacopoeia is a book which includes standard and guidelines for medications, dietary supplements, and other healthcare products to ensure the safety and efficacy. Then experiment number fifth is about Biological Control Act, which was in 1902. 1902. During 1901, contaminated smallpox vaccine and diphtheria vaccines lead to tetanus outbreaks, which results into several deaths of children. For the first time, pre-marketing approval has been launched. It gives Biological Control Act gave the information about the name, address, and license number of the manufacturer. Is This act is published because to avoid the misbranding and mislabeling. Then the sixth one is Food and Drug Act 1906. Pure Food and Drug Act 1906. In 1906, the law include provision against misbranding. The basic of law restrict to regulation of product labeling rather than the pre-marketing approval. So their main aim is to protect the people from adulterated and misbranded drugs. This act required the manufacturer to put a proper adequate information or to accurately label their product with active ingredients and other criteria or certain quality standards. So these all are the six experiments of clinical trials. Thank you.